it from start to finish. A piece of total crap. Not just crap, total crap. Every time I look at this book, my rating drops by 1 star. Dang. Well, I hate it. Favorite part of the book is when it ended. All right, Anne, you got it? I love my favorite books. I dare say I treat them like my own children. Do I have any kids? No. But I feel like if I did, this is the kind of intense passion and love I would have for them. Like, I mean, I would physically fight for them. I defend them. I cherish them. So naturally, I want to do the opposite today. And I'm not just going for regular 5 stars here. I'm talking about the books that I have physically, not really, but like really passionately stuffed down your throat. All my friends know these books. They're tired of me talking about them. They're like the loves of my lives. They're the top of the top, the creme de la creme. They're literal masterpieces, and yet there are people out here in this godforsaken world who don't believe the same, who have differing opinions as me. Can you imagine the audacity? Crazy, I know. But today we're going to figure it out. We're going to see how it is. I'm scared. I feel like I'm going to take this personally. Especially my favorite book. Y'all already know, Eleanor Oliphant. We're gonna do her first because I just feel like if we get the worst of it out of the way first, it can't possibly be bad after that. Like, nothing else can hurt me as bad as that, but we'll see how it goes. But first, I would love to thank today's sponsor, Naked Wines. Now, I love them because they're an online subscription service where you can buy multiple different types of wines. Now, I'm a white wine person, but they also have a lot of different red wine varieties if that's more your style. But for me, this is perfect. Now, I personally really like their Riesling, and after a really long day and you just want to stay at home and read or just tuck in, this is the perfect thing. If I can get it open. This is the perfect thing. It's a little sweet, but not too much. And I think it goes really well with fish. Now, I don't eat meat, so this is like the perfect substitute to go with that. Now, of course, you have to be at least 21 years or older if you're in the United States. Please drink responsibly. But if you're looking for something to add to your wine downtime at home, definitely check out Naked Wines. Now, again, this is a wine subscription service, so you get a ton of different wine options and they're all super discounted. So if this is something that you're interested in and you're of age, definitely check out the link down below and drink responsibly. Thank you again, Naked Wines, for sponsoring this portion of the video. You know what's funny? I wasn't scared before just talking about this, but now that we're actually doing it, I'm shaking in my boots. And also, I feel like I'm really gonna get mad because I'm currently fasting. I fast the first 2 or 3 days of every month, and I'm always like super angry or hangry when I'm hungry. So I just know I'm gonna get a little too passionate, so please forgive me. Also, side note, don't take any medical advice from me, all right? I'm just a girl. I'm just a girl getting her medical advice from WebMD, okay? I fast at the beginning of every month just because I don't wanna die. Cut that out. I fast at the beginning of every month because I heard that it's good for you. So anyone say something on the internet, I'm gonna do it. Don't listen to me. Literally every doctor says don't look up your symptoms or whatever on the internet. Go see your doctor. So if there's something going on with you, listen to your body and listen to your doctor. I am not a doctor. Just FYI, I'm just putting that out there. It already hurts so much. No! Okay, be cool, be cool, be cool. For Eleanor Oliphant is completely fine. Someone said, this was genuinely one of the worst things I've had the displeasure of listening to, and I remain astounded that this is one of the 76 most popular books in the past decade. Here you go, Chin! You forgot something! And it was so passionate too. I think that's what hurts. Like, she really took the time to use her big girl words. What do you mean by that, Chin? First of all, I do like the low-key backhanded compliment because it's top 76 in the last decade. You go, Gail Heyman. You go. You know, I'm gonna take that on the chin. It's okay. You obviously don't have taste. Someone else said DNF. Okay, with DNFs, to be honest, I don't really care about your opinion because you didn't even finish it. You didn't even see it through. So like, what do you really know? You know what I mean? That's why I don't DNF books, because I want to be completely right in my opinion and like stand strong on it. No one can take it away because they're like, oh, but if you just blah, blah, blah. No. I finished it and it was awful. So listen to me type of thing. When I see DNF, I'm like, what do you really know? Where'd you stop? You know what I mean? Like, where's the bar for you? If you just would have kept going, like, you know what I'm saying? I don't really listen to your opinion, so this is gonna be fine. Couldn't stand the characters, and the way that the book is written was so pretentious, and no one speaks like that in real life. Had to DNF. Okay, this means nothing to me. The other one hurt more. Oh my God, someone else wrote a book. We are not doing that. Yeah, you're not about to hurt me that bad. Come on now. You know what's always been so interesting to me?
I'm here to tell you right now, We don't care. Let me tell you something. We don't care.
Except when they're really good and really detailed and really thorough, like you can tell that they do book reviews professionally probably. Those are ones I appreciate. But when people are just out here typing, like I think that's so crazy that you would take the time to really write that crazy of a review and it's like a negative review. I don't know, for me personally, if I really hated a book and it felt like it wasted my time, it was a 1 star, it was absolutely horrible, I wish I could have my time back, I'm not gonna give it more time. I'm not gonna give it more energy. You're just gonna know this was trash, 1 star. If anything, I'll say 1 or 2 sentences max, but that's it. You're not getting any more of my time. It's like a bad boyfriend. Enough. Enough is enough. I've been through enough. Get out of here. Scram. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Oh dear! Exclamation point. My problem with Eleanor is that I found the character unbelievable. Really? I thought she was very quirky and unique. Maybe you're just around people who are always the same. She's not like the other girls. This woman who would make unreal statements like, I rarely imbibe alcohol, and who was surprised that pizza delivery didn't come with wine. The unbelievable Eleanor gave way to the unlikable Eleanor. And the book became more unbearable with each page. Unbearable? That's a strong word, Paul. Pumping your own gas in 20-degree weather is unbearable. Reading a book about someone who's trying her best is unbearable? I don't know, Paul. I don't know if I can take your opinion seriously. I never made the knockout ending, just not my kind of book. Okay, honestly, I can't really fault this person. Yes, he used a strong word that kind of hurt my feelings a little bit, but it was all very like nice and understandable. Okay, so it's not your cup of tea, I guess. Not everyone likes champagne. Someone else said, I just could not figure out what the book was about and why it was even interesting. I listened to about half of it and decided to move on. So I don't know, honestly, because I didn't do the audiobook. I read the physical book, and that is how I fell in love. So I don't know, maybe the audiobook isn't good, because I will put out a little white flag and meet you halfway here. I will say with some books, they're much better with the physical copy than the audiobook, and then vice versa. Some books are much better with the audiobook instead of like reading the actual book. So I don't know. I don't know how that is. Like I have no leg to stand on there because I don't know how that was. So okay, fine, whatever. Oh, this one hurts. Okay. Too many long-winded descriptions of She's hurt me so bad I can't even talk. Too many long-winded descriptions of socially awkward situations for me. Could not finish. Okay, all these people are not finishing the book. I don't know. This one is a personal attack. This one says Kalila Denson is ugly and needs to get hit by a car. But really it says, I hate giving up on books, but I just can't stand Eleanor. With periods in between every word. Just call me ugly. Just say Kalila is ugly. Like literally, that would hurt less. Wow. Okay. Forget you too then, Carrie. I said I wasn't gonna cry. Hold on. It's fine, we're only on the first book. Everything's okay. I can only take so much of this, so we're only gonna read one more. Felix said, truly a waste of my time. Damn. The book was absurd and went nowhere. The resolution was a joke, but at least I'm halfway on my reading challenge. Okay, you know what? A win is a win, Felix. There you go. I'm fine, guys. See, it wasn't that bad. I'm okay, everything's okay. I'm completely fine. The good news is though, we made it through the worst of it. Y'all trashed my favorite book. And you know what? Some of the points looking back, hindsight, if you don't like books that don't necessarily need some incredible world-ending plot resolution, then you'll really take this for what it is. But I will say, I usually really need a plot. I need like a beginning, a middle, and an end, and there's something crazy going on or something substantial enough to go on. But maybe just me being a biased reader, this book touched me personally because I relate immensely to Eleanor as a person, and I felt seen in such a personal way that this book will always be my number one, because it was the first time where I felt like heard and seen and not other, like someone else could possibly even understand where I'm coming from or how I see the world. Even if this is a fictional book, because the author had it in her mind to make it, so at least I know that enough people can at least see this type of lifestyle and be able to write about it, talk about it. And that's why it means so much to me. Even though unbiasedly, I will say, even outside of like my personal connection to Eleanor, this is a gosh darn motherfucking good book. The writing is incredible. The humor drier than the Sahara, and that's my favorite kind of humor personally. I love humor like that, especially in a book. It's like perfect. I'm gonna just stand on that. I'm standing on business right there, all right? Talking about my firstborn? Don't play with me. I go to the gym. I don't do arms, but I don't need to. You see that? Yeah, girl. The next one is like one of my other long-term favorite books. It's Love in Other Words. This is the well-known, well-loved book though. So I really can't see anyone hating this. There's like no way. There's no way you can hate this book. Honestly, I'm really glad that we decided to do my most important, my most like loved book first, because now this weight is off my shoulders. Now I feel like I can breathe. I still might want to fight you, but it won't be so personal. It's not like you're saying my name personally. Because when we were reading those Eleanor ones, they were saying Kalila. Yeah, they were looking me in the eyeballs, talking to me. But this, I can take a step back. It's not so personal. Okay, this first one is funny. It says, favorite word? He whispers, you. And then she's just laughing about it. I thought that was cute, okay? Like, that was so cute. If a guy used that on me, I don't know. It would have worked, and that's all I'm saying. Someone said Elliot hate club. What is wrong with Elliot? I loved him. I loved it. He was so sweet. He was just a boy. He was just a boy. Figuring himself out, figuring out what love is, what it means to be a man. I loved Elliot. What are we talking about right now? This one is so insane. Oh my gosh. She said visceral, period. I feel all caps, visceral hatred for this book. Oh! Who hurt you, ma'am? What do you mean? Why? Where? So when you are this passionate about something, you got the all caps, all capping, you have to explain yourself. You have to explain yourself, because how are you just gonna say that and then just walk away? That's like me coming up to you and saying like, I hate you, and walking away. At least tell me why. That's crazy. I can't, it's so absurd that I can't even like really appreciate the hate, and there's no feeling. I'm okay with that one. Someone said, not even motivated enough to write an average review. I can respect it. It's like, it's not even worth your time. You know what? That's your opinion. I can completely understand that. When you start saying real mean stuff, that's when I'm like, hold the phone. Wait a second. I'm sorry, but this book has no plot. It was so sappy. I'm sorry. I really didn't like it. It's a romance book. At some points, they're gonna get sappy. What are we talking about? Ugh, I can't even, no. I refuse. I rebuke that one. This one's actually really funny. It's something I definitely would have said word for word, so I love this person already, even though we obviously don't have the same taste. Welp, I hate it. Favorite part of the book is when it ended. All right, Anne, you got it? Dang. Then someone else said, I want my time back. There are so many books that left me like that, so okay, fine. 1.5 stars. Flat characters and a storyline so bland, it made my brain shrivel up like a sad prune. Love in Other Words? That plot had so much going on. What are we talking about right now? What? Literally, because I'm about to spoil stuff. What are we talking about? So much happened in that book. We didn't read the same book. I don't know what you're talking about. Ma'am. Okay, we're going to Funny Story. Funny Story by Emily Henry is the first Emily Henry book that I not only liked, but absolutely loved. I loved it so much that it's up there with Love in Other Words. Love in Other Words was always my romance standard, and now it's like this. Love in Other Words, Funny Story. They like this, okay? They're twins. They're not even sisters, nothing. They're right here at the same point. So naturally, I'm gonna feel just as offended. But I really can't see anyone in the world not liking Funny Story. I just wouldn't understand it. It just wouldn't compute to me. It's like someone saying 2 + 2 = 70,000. It's like, what? You know what I'm saying? Even when I go to the stats for the 1 star, it's so small. The bar, y'all see that? Or y'all see my shiny forehead? The bar is so small you can barely see it. So we're already starting at a good start. What was that? Someone said, I don't want to talk about it, so I won't. Those are the kind of negative reviews I can respect. It's like, I didn't like this book. I'm not gonna allow it to waste any more of my time. Keep it short and sweet and keep going. Like, that's what I respect. I can live with that. Someone said, wait, we might have to dissect this one. The main character spends the entire book complaining about how she built her entire life around her ex-fiance and then proceeds to build her entire life around another man. I'm trying to see if she did that. No, she did not. No. She loved this man. At the end of it, she loved this man. And when you love someone, you spend more time with them. You care about what they care about. You want to be there for them. So naturally, she's going to be there for them, especially when you love big. And Daphne loved big. I feel like it could be misinterpreted as that, but there was so much other character development that we can't talk about here, obviously, that I feel like with that in mind, I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't come to the same conclusion. Someone said, I had more fun reading other 1 and 2 star reviews. Can't even be mad at it. Yeah, okay. Wait, this one is actually so outrageous. It says, you know how food tastes bland when you forget to add salt to it? This is the book equivalent of that. Were we reading the same book? I wouldn't go to that extreme, but with her other books, I definitely felt akin to this. But with this, it was so much. I don't know though. I don't know, because let me take a step back. I did listen to the audiobook for this, and the actors in the audiobook outdid themselves. It was absolutely incredible. Like, I felt like I was a fly on the wall of their entire lives, and it just felt so good, so personable, and they were so human. Like, I loved it so much. And the humor, there was really good humor, and the inflections in the voice when they were like delivering a line for a joke was perfect. So I don't know if I'm biased in that, but I feel like I'm not, because everyone else in the world but these like 10 people who didn't like this book are saying how incredible this book is. So what are we really talking about here? Another one just says too millennial for me. What does that even mean? I can't tell if you're calling me too old or too young. I don't know. Someone said, don't you love it when the only personality trait that the main character has is that they were dumped? Dang. It was a pivotal life lesson for her, okay? It was a big deal. It was a big life moment. Okay, this is a good bad review. This was a bad book. Period. Okay, all right, I can live with that. It wasn't your taste, fine. Why are y'all like this? Emily Henry definitely has a live, laugh, love sign in her mansion. What does that even mean? Y'all not about to hate on her. I just became a fan, so now I'm gonna defend her. Y'all better not. She earned that mansion, first of all. With this book alone, she earned that mansion. If you created a drinking game out of every time she mentions a man smelling like ginger, your liver would leap out of your throat. She did not say that much. If that's what that man smells like, what is she gonna do? We're not there looking at him, smelling at him. She's gotta give us some visuals. I feel like she didn't say that much. I disagree. I don't know though. Wait a second. No, we're fine. We're fine. She didn't do that. Fast fashion books that feel like Hallmark movies with actors that act like they are on Disney Channel aren't my cup of tea. I'm being civil here. Are you? I feel like these characters were well developed. They weren't necessarily the most developed characters that I've ever read, but there was character growth, there was development, and I knew them individually. Like, they had their own little quirks. And I feel like that's all you can really ask for in a good romance book. What are we talking about? I don't know. Sometimes I feel like y'all be hating just to hate. Rachel said, excluding his unforgivable texting style, U, the letter U, down for movie. Honestly, I did hate that in the book too. I actually didn't like that because I read along with the audiobook and I saw that and I was like, how old are we, Miles? But then Miles is so cute. It's like, I can forgive you. You know what I mean? And then they said, Miles is pretty much my type, I fear. And still gave it a 1 star? How? She must not like Daphne or something. Like, I don't know. But that was funny. I can live with that kind of review. What? Okay, this has to be it for funny story. I tried switching to the audiobook and it just got worse. You didn't like the audiobook? That's actually so insane. It's not possible. It's not. It's like not. It's physically impossible. You didn't like. Who did you have reading it to you? Who was it? Because there's no way we listened to the same audiobook. That audiobook was so good. I can't take any negativity on that audiobook, so we just gonna move on. Now with Dark Matter, this was my first book by this author, so I don't know if his other books are as good, but I absolutely ate up Dark Matter. This was my first 6-star read of the year, so y'all better be nice. If you enjoy being told a main character is smart, only to watch them be a complete idiot for the entire story, then this is the testosterone-driven show for you. That is so grossly inaccurate. He was so smart. And you have to consider the circumstances as well. He was in a completely new situation that no one else in this planet has ever been a part of. He had a normal life one day and a completely, vastly different, unfathomable life the next. You have to factor in he's a little stunted. And he was like really going through it mentally. So with that in mind, you have to understand, I'm getting passionate, sorry. It's supposed to be a joke, it's supposed to be a joke, everything's fine. They're entitled to their opinion. Everything's okay. You have to keep that in mind when you're judging people, though. Don't judge so harshly is all I'm saying. And that made it more realistic. Like, what? Okay, let me calm down. It's fine. It's fine. It's a book. It's just a book, Leela. It's just a book. Someone said, thanking God that's over. Okay. Tried but couldn't. I somehow forgot I'd read this author before. It was underwhelming then, too. Do you know what this plot consists of? Underwhelming. What else do you want? Like, he was literally going through everything, fighting every kind of demon. What are we talking about? Someone said, I derived no pleasure from reading this book. Want my 4 hours back again. Thanks. 4 hours? How? That was a sizable book. Not like sizable, but that was a real life book. How? Okay, this person's a little more civil. Interesting story, but not my thing. Again, that's respectable. I can live with that. It's just not your cup of tea, and that's okay. Hated it from start to finish. A piece of total crap. Not just crap, total crap. I wouldn't recommend it to my worst enemy? That's very strong. That's so crazy. Wow. She was too stunned to speak. What? These are low-key funny. Hold on. Someone said, the more I think about this book, the more I hate it. That is all. I love that, but like not for this book. Not for this book. What are we talking about? The more I think about it, the more I love this book. The more I love that he was willing to do anything for the people he loved. Literally, quite literally traverse time for the people he loved. What can you not love about that? Like, and the suspense, the impossibleness of the entire situation. It blended like actual factual hypotheses and science with fiction. And I love that duo. I don't know. DNF'd at 20%. I'm baffled by the good reviews for this book. It's cliche, unoriginal. Really unoriginal is the one you want to use for dark matter? Let's try again. It reads like a mediocre TV show script from 20 years ago, but not on purpose. Maybe it's written for people who didn't read much speculative fiction. I can't deny or say that I have. I honestly don't know, but there are scores of other science fiction books that cover similar ground in much more interesting and rewarding ways. If you're looking for a parallel words story, try The Space Between Worlds. This person has a point. Okay, like I haven't read much speculative fiction in this way. No real like hard-hitting science fiction like this. So I don't really have a leg to stand on. But for me, as an introduction to this genre, it was incredible. And I'm not the only person who believes that. This is a very popular book. A very like highly regarded book too. So it's not just me. I don't know. I can neither confirm or deny this. Okay, now this one might actually really hurt my feelings because I just came off of this duology. I literally cannot fathom any negativity, but we're gonna go for it anyway. I'm like so scared. Wait, it's reminding me of how I felt with Eleanor just now. Okay, everyone's entitled to their opinions. Okay, but most of these are 5 stars, so we love that. Can y'all see? Can my camera stop that? Yeah. Okay, so I can live with that. So everything and everyone was excited about this book, this story. I thought I should read it too and had high expectations. I made it to page 20? You're not even worth my time. Actually, you're not even worth my time. What are we talking about? These books are so thick. You can't have an opinion in 20 pages. And even if you do, it's not enough to have a developed opinion. Okay, that wasn't even worth my time. This is actually really good. There's barely any like actual reviews for the 1 stars. It's just 1 stars. And the other ones, most people just DNF'd before they could understand what was going on. I will say this is a very complicated story where you need to take your time, understand the world, understand what they're up against so that you can fully enjoy the story. There are multiple times where I had to reread things or maybe even look things up just because I didn't really understand how that came to play and like how that came into the story. But once I did, it allowed me to thoroughly understand the plot so that I can thoroughly enjoy the story. And if you're not willing to put in the work with like complex works of fiction, I feel like that's kind of on you. I don't know. I am very disappointed with the rating I chose for this book. Okay, I'm listening. I had to DNF this book because I just didn't understand anything I was reading. But if I should have read another book before this what is happening? What English are we Englishing right now? But if I should have read another book before this, can someone please tell me? But with what I read, I don't think I will read the next book. Okay. These like 1-star ratings are not valid whatsoever for this book. I can live in peace knowing that these people don't really... y'all don't know what y'all talking about. I'm sorry, respectfully. Okay. This is another hard hitter for me. Song of Achilles. I read this 3 years ago and I literally will not shut about it to this day. Like, it's like I read it last month or something and I read it 3 years ago. This was like the ultimate love story. And it was so tragic, so beautiful, so well written. I love books that don't give you the happy ending that you want. I love a good happy ending, but I also love tragedy. I love a good tragedy. I love a book that's gonna make me cry, make me think about life, give me big emotions, you know? And this just did that for me, so y'all better be nice. Can't believe I wasted 2 days of my life for this. So you wanna fight then? Okay. Someone just said no. Again, a negative review I like. A negative review I can appreciate. I just ill. What are we talking about right now? It was a beautiful love story. Very tragic. Ill? What was the ill? Really, what was the ill? Because I'll fight you. What was the ill? Someone said, I can't stop crying, but gave it a 1 star. So you're mad that it made you feel something? That doesn't make any sense. Hold it, hold it. What is this? Are you trying to trick me? Is this a kissing book? You're mad because it's romance? That's why you're mad? I am a strong believer in the fact that if you are a good writer and the writing is incredible, the plot is well developed, your characters are there and they're like 3D models of real people, it doesn't matter what genre it is, I'm going to like the book. That's the art of writing. That's the art of getting lost in a book. You're just mad because it's not the genre you like usually? That's crazy. That's like saying, I only listen to Taylor Swift. Taylor Swift is amazing, but there are other artists out there. She's not the only person out there. And for you not even to give it a chance just because it's not Taylor Swift, that's crazy. I think you should do some inward reflection, sir. But also, to each their own. I'm not taking this personal whatsoever. A lot of people are saying it was boring. I didn't think it was boring. I don't know. That's weird. I'm very surprised by that word in particular. Boring? I thought there was a lot going on. Again, I read this 3 years ago when I first started getting back into reading. I refuse to take back the love that I have for that book. Maybe I should reread it soon just to make sure it stands up to the hype. Someone said 1.5 stars. Every time I look at this book, my rating drops by 1 star. Dang! I really wanted to like this, but straight up couldn't get through it. Lots of style over substance, and I really don't like how it handled female characters. Oh, I honestly don't remember how it handled the female characters, so I really don't have an opinion on that. So I'm gonna let you stand. L. I'm gonna let you talk. I'm gonna let you talk your talk, but respectfully, I disagree. Oh, thank goodness we are almost done with this. My heart cannot take it anymore. Let's try Hail Mary. This is one that even my brother loved, and he's not a reader, so really, I need to know what's going on here. People be writing whole books on their reviews. Goodness. I could never, especially if I hated it. Like, I'm scrolling through one review. That's insanity. And the editor's note at the beginning of this book, the editor notes that they loved their newest novel by Ware because it pushes the science. It also pushes all credibility and sense. I have a very strong willing suspicion of disbelief, but this went too far, making it much more a fantasy of about a 5-year-old than anything else. If you enjoyed the technical creativity of The Martian, you'll want to give this one a pass. Okay, he also wrote The Martian, so if you like The Martian, you're just saying you don't like fantasy, I feel like, but you like his writing. So, okay, that was like more personal on you. I'm genuinely getting offended. I need to calm down. This is crazy! I finished it, but did not like it at all. The astronomically high rating on Goodreads is the real work of fiction here. That was like really aggressive. That one was mean. Dang, really? That's how you feel? That's crazy. This book is the nastiest skank I have ever read. Do not trust her. All caps. It is a fugly Mariana! What is going on? She needs a timeout. Actually, go to timeout. That is so crazy to say. Andy has to fly his protagonist to space because they are too annoying for Earth. He was funny. What are we talking about? And he's a school teacher for children. His humor is a little quirky. Quoting Rocky, bad, bad, bad. Oh my God! That felt like a stab in the back. You can't play with Rocky like that. Why would you say that? Oh, wow, this one hurts. Genuinely awful. It's a YA novel, just not labeled as such. Probs would have loved in school years. Probs is crazy to use here. Just a lot of, oh no, issues arising. I can solve them though. I'm pushing up my glasses and flexing. A high school teacher. Then repeat for the whole book. Just painful writing. Painful? He speaks like an edgy uni student. Hate it. Basically Mark from The Martian. Why can Andy Weir only write one kind of man? I don't know why, but this book bothers me so much. Inoffensive topic or story, but offensive writing. That one hurt. That one hurt just a little bit. Because I thought he was fun. I thought he was funny. He was making the best of his situation. It was very cute. And he was smart. Like, he was genuinely smart. And when you're passionate about something, you do more research in it, no matter what your label is. He could be a high school teacher, a high school science teacher, but he loves science. So he's doing all that extra research. He knows what he's talking about. That's not too far-fetched. This is hard. We're doing one more because my little heart can't take it. Frustrating and stupid. Felt like reading a Marvel script. Not Marvel out here catching strays like that. That's crazy. First of all, both opinions are wrong. I love Marvel. My family and I, we're Marvel people. We're just gonna leave it at that. That's crazy. If you're saying that, then I just know I can't take any of your recommendations or any of your opinions seriously. Frustrating and stupid? You would have to tell me why. Like, I just don't get it. I don't know. I feel like this is really teaching me that I need to know why. Why are you saying this so I can defend it and I can fight you on it? But again, Kalila, this is a joke. Everyone is entitled to their own opinions. I'm not taking this personally. They're not talking about me. But all jokes aside, this was actually really fun, kind of in a horrible way. But it was really interesting to see other people's opinions because I really thought that these books were completely untouchable. Completely untouchable. You cannot say one bad thing about it. And today I was proven wrong. So that was fun. We're never gonna do it again. If you have any opinions about these opinions, let me know in the comments down below. And you guys already know what to do. Make sure you like, make sure you subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. The next one will not be as painful as this one, I promise you, because my little heart can't take it. All right, I'll see you.